Historically, urban development has been more of a haphazard and incremental event rather than a deliberate, planned process. By the 19th century, the newly formalized disciplines of architecture and civil engineering began to codify both rational and stylistic approaches to solving city problems through physical design. In the year 1867, Joseph Monnier of France reinforced flower pots with wire, ushering in the idea of iron reinforcing bars. Today, the global trend in RCC-based construction is to use steel bars of 500 Newton per millimeter square yield strength to shoulder the tensile forces acting on them. The continuous growth of the Indian economy has fueled a boom in infrastructure development projects. However, a developer today is faced with a scarcity of economically viable land. The result is an inevitable shift towards high-density, high-rise urban housing. But an alarming fact of the matter is that in India the number of unsafe buildings is increasing every day. Throughout the state of Gujarat, the scene of a recent calamity, buildings collapsed in the manner of the best-known cliché, like houses of cards. Take this startling example. An earthquake in Latur killed 9,700 people. An earthquake of the same intensity in California killed only 5. A startling find in a survey has revealed that external appearance is rated very low on the list of new home buyers' priorities. Without proper understanding, we are in danger of building homes that meet targets in terms of numbers, but will fail to meet society's real needs.
I really like what you've done with the flooring, the kitchen, the bathroom. I really like it. But I must know something about the building structure. Like how long it's going to last, whether it's safe or not. It's very important for me to understand that.
Arey madam, you don't have to worry about the structure of the building. It is rock solid and will last you for generations. We are reputed builders. You can ask anyone in the market.
He did not have an answer to my question. This means they do not have an actual plan in place. This one is just like the hundreds of other buildings that have mushroomed all over. What I really want to know is whether the resolve to mitigate natural disasters is a part of the builder's design and planning process.
In many countries, government and industry groups have established voluntary systems for rating the environmental and health performance of the buildings. These are being used by real estate agents to promote their properties. The problem is not a lack of construction standards, but just an indifference to them. Preparedness is not the policy in India. We respond to disasters only after they have taken place. The solution really is to build safe and durable structures that employ quality building material. Reinforced concrete is a common building material for construction in India. There has been a steady progress in the area of high-strength cement concrete too. A combination of high-strength concrete with suitable high grade of steel can lead to optimized consumption of both concrete and steel, resulting in an RCC structure which is cheaper, lighter, stronger and more durable. And Tiscon 500 from the Tata Steel staple helps you achieve just that. Tiscon 500, a high-strength rebar for RCC structures, has the unique combination of strength and ductility. Tata Tiscon Fe500, the new generation high-strength ribbed reinforcement bar, is a product from Tata Steel, one of the world's finest steel producers. It is different from traditional bars in its method of manufacture and consequently in its combination of properties. The steel used to produce Tata Tiscon is of the best possible quality. Tata Steel owns its captive raw material sources and has the perfect combination of facilities like the blast furnace, LD, and continuous billet casting. The resultant steel contains no harmful residuals. As a result, Tata Tiscon rebars are always consistent and predictable. On the other hand, rebars made from scrap and other unreliable sources are very unpredictable in terms of consistency in their properties and thus quality can never be guaranteed. Tata Tiscon is produced using the world's most advanced technology, the temp core process. Temp core bars are being successfully used in most parts of the developed world. Tiscon Fe500 has been specially created for high-strength applications like high-rise housing complexes, shopping malls, office complexes, dams, bridges, or other critical structures where high yield strength is required without compromising on the elongation properties. Distinctly superior to the standard Fe415 bars, Tiscon 500, which corresponds to BIS Fe500, ensures substantial reduction of steel usage in beams, columns, pile caps, and spread footings. A huge saving of up to 17% in steel consumption, while delivering the same strength, comes at a marginal price difference of only 2% over Fe415 bars. The rib pattern of Tiscon 500 has been specially designed to ensure excellent bond strength between the bar and the surrounding concrete. Tungsten carbide rolls give superior surface finish with distinct and uniform ribs. While the specification stipulates that bond strength should be 40% higher than that of mild steel plain bars, Tiscon 500 has typical values which are higher by as much as 100%. This leads to increased safety and durability of the structure even in the most hazardous environment. The Fe500 grade, as specified by BIS 1786 standard, is associated with lower ductility, but Tiscon 500 is a higher strength rebar with adequate elongation, implying that you can economize on steel consumption without sacrificing safety. Owing to the controlled process of manufacturing rebars under the temp core process, the tough outer surface and the soft core of Tiscon 500 results in excellent bendability. The rebar can be bent around mandrels much smaller than those specified in IS 1786. This has obvious advantages at construction sites. Contrary to the normal practice of increasing strength by increasing the carbon content of the bar, Tiscon 500 is produced with low carbon and carbon equivalent. The higher strength property is imparted by precisely controlling the parameters of the thermomechanical treatment to ensure superior weldability. Tiscon 500 can be butt welded or lap welded using simple welding practices. The precise control of the thermomechanical treatment process results in a uniform and thick tempered martensitic rim, completely free from internal stresses. This martensitic rim improves the corrosion resistance of Tiscon 500 as well as the fatigue strength when compared to traditional cold twisted bars. Corrosion resistance gets further reduced owing to less surface area. Advanced technologies like the loopers and sensors ensure bars within close weight tolerance. This further reduces consumption of Tiscon 500 because of extra length per unit mass. 1.5 trillion days have passed since the Earth was born, in a spinning disk of stardust, and no two of those days have ever been the same. The forces of nature have in the recent past caused massive earthquakes. The tsunami and the tornadoes that have wreaked unprecedented havoc. Owing to its unique combination of strength and ductility, Tiscon 500 can adequately support a seismic design. When evaluated for resistance to seismic loads on column joints in a RCC structure, the energy dissipation was found to be almost the same for each cycle, indicating very high and uniform ductility maintained under such loads. Tata Steel as a company continuously strives to address business issues faced by its customers. A new value-added service in the pipeline would see the delivery of rebars in customized lengths and bends based on customer-provided data. A state-of-the-art new bar mill is already ensuring good product availability across the country. Some of the finest projects in India rely on Tata Tiscon Fe500 to ensure safety and longevity of their structures.
People world over often rely on traditional symbols to safeguard their homes. Frankly, I would prefer the comfort of Tata Tiscon, giving me the confidence that my family is prepared for an eventuality.